Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Gemini Scale Model Works video. Hi, I'm Viddy. In this video, we're going to do an open box on this duster. And I explained to you guys about this duster in one of my last videos. Anyhow, this was my car. I'm not sure the year, maybe between 1975 and 1980. I'm not 100% sure. How I came about this car. I was the fourth owner of this car. The first person who was the original owner had purchased this car with a 396, 375 automatic. After about a year or so, he got tired of the car, so one of my other friends purchased the car. He blew up the 396 and put an L88 in the car. Unfortunately, he never really got to drive the car because he got sick. So he decided to sell the car to a third friend of mine. This third friend of mine, he took the car and he blew up the L88 motor and decided to put a small block. Put the small block in and come to find out he can't get it started. Okay, so one day he was desperate for some cash and he came up to me and asked me if I wanted to buy the Chevelle. Now he knew that I was a mechanic and I probably would figure out why the car wasn't starting. So I purchased the car from him. Come to find out that I don't remember the exact situation, but it had something to do with the clutch. Because remember I said the car started out as an automatic and he converted it to a clutch. Either the clutch was wrong or it was in backwards or something like that. He couldn't get it started because he couldn't get the engine to turn over. So he's thinking that he bought a bad engine. So he was all pissed off about it and this and that. So he sold me the car. Like I said, come to find out that it was a clutch problem. As soon as I took the transmission out, took the clutch out, I was able to spin the engine. I was able to crank it with the starter, so everything was A-okay. Put the clutch in right, and I was able to drive the car within a week or two of my spare time for me to work on it. As time went on, I rebuilt the engine in this car, and I did exactly as a book in Smokey Yurnick, How to Build a Small Block Chevrolet. All the parts were purchased right from Chevrolet, and the car was running low 13, high 12s, pretty good speed, over 100 miles an hour and a quarter mile. So I was happy with that. Anyhow, I built this car to have fun and to race. So on Friday nights, we used to go down to the local hamburger joint. It was not a McDonald's. It was not a Burger King. It was a family-owned hamburger joint. So I'm going to take you down to the bench here in a minute. I'm going to show you a little bit of a map and where we used to race on Friday nights and Saturday nights. Okay? So, that being said, let me get down to the other camera and I'll give you more of my story. Be right back. Okay, guys, what you're looking at right now is a rough drawing of the place that we used to hang out at when I was 25 years old or whatever it was at that time. This here was the main street. I believe it was 86th Street. And this was the burger joint that we hung out at. And right next door here was a clothing store. And I don't know if any of you guys are going to remember this, but I remember it like it was yesterday. The name of the store was Robert Hall. And so at 11 o'clock at night, the store was closed. The hamburger joint was open. So we used to meet here between 10 and 11 after we did whatever we had to do with our girlfriends and so on and so forth. And then when we set up a race, the two race cars will go over into the clothing area, into the parking lot, and usually go behind, open up our headers, change spark plugs, tune the car up, blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, when we were done, everybody who was in the parking lot here would come out and they would go down this ramp right here. And I'm going to show you where that ramp leads to. Okay, first I'm going to show you what it, I don't know how to explain this. We use the freeway to race, and we blocked off traffic on the freeway. And I'll show you exactly where we did that with real pictures of the place that we did that at. So, that being said, let me get these pictures up here and I'll show you what's going on. Be right back. Okay, guys and gals, what you're looking at right now is a bridge that was built in the time of my racing days. It's called the Verzano Nar Bridge, and to the left of that bridge is the Atlantic Ocean. Why am I talking about this bridge? No, we didn't race on the bridge, but I will show you here in a minute what the significance is of this bridge. I will show you the on-ramp from where the hamburger joint is, and I will show you all the lanes that had to be blocked off from the traffic off of the bridge. So stay tuned, and we will be right back with that. Okay, so when the people found out there's going to be a race, they all ran down that on-ramp right there. And how it would work was the people that were going to be spectators would just go down and park on both sides of the shoulders. And then the two race cars would come down there. And then after the two race cars, there would be the 6 cars that would block the traffic, as you would see in this picture right here. So stay tuned and let me readjust the camera and we'll be right back. Okay, guys and gals, we're back down at the bench right now, and I hope you enjoyed my little story about what we used to do on Friday nights and Saturday nights with our little hot rods that we had. It was our version of Street Outlaws, I guess is the show, what the show is called now, where they used to race. And we did have money bets on these. You know, there was money that transpired and crossed hands and so on and so forth. Anyhow, the Duster that I ran was a 71 Duster 340, and at the track he was doing like high 13s, low 14s, and like I mentioned, my car was doing low 13s, high 12s. Now it would have been a close race if I would have missed a gear or fell asleep at the starting line or whatever, but anyhow, I did beat him. So with that being said, let's do a quick unboxing on this. And this is going to be the 3rd car that I will be doing on the Street Machines group build. And therefore, this car has to catch up to the progress I've made on the Road Runner and the Chevelle, which means the chassis has to get done, engine has to get done, interior needs to get done, and the body needs to be in paint. Anyhow, let's go ahead and do this. I already opened it up to check it, but I didn't take anything out of the plastic. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Don't know what all it is. I'm not interested. Here are the instructions. Here's all my glass. Glass looks like it's really clean. Headlight lenses. Side windows. Very nice. Okay. And there's a note in here from the seller. Decals. Let's see what's in the decals. Now I don't know if the background on this is supposed to be that color. I don't know. But anyhow, very simple decal sheet. I'll probably use, I am going to paint the car in the box art color. Let's go back to that for a minute. Which is red. Now, I painted the Chevelle with mica blue. This car is going to get mica red. So, I don't know how that's going to be, but I'm hoping it turns out just like the Chevelle did. So, I could use either the black or the white decals, as long as I stick to the color that I want to do. Alright, so, chrome tree. One set of wheels, grill, bumpers. Looks like exhaust tips right there. This is, by the way, 340. And I think it could be built in two ways. Here's my tires. Regular tires, no semi-soft, no raised lettering on them. Alright. Rear lights. Alright. So here we go. Here's the body. That's pretty heavy plastic. That's nice. I like that. Just a little bit of flash down here. It's molded in kind of like a gray color. It's actually pretty nice. Body looks in good shape. I like it so far. Alright. This dashboard, engine halves, cylinder head. Wow, it's pretty detailed cylinder heads too. Pretty cool. Intake manifold. Looks like a carburetor, I think. No, I don't think that's a carburetor. I don't know what that is. Valve covers. Looks like a hose. Oh, here's a distributor. Belt assembly, fan. Front engine cover, firewall, oil pan. Yeah, got a little transmission inspection cover. Very nice. Alright. Let me put this over here. That in there. Next. Hood. Now, I said I was going to paint the car red, but the hood will get a flat black, just like the box art. Front suspension, sway bar, leaf springs. I don't know what those are. These pieces right here, I don't know what they are. Looks like it might be part of the leaf springs. Alright. Looks, oh wow, check it out. That looks like either an AC line, this guy right here, or a heater line. And I don't know what this piece is here. Steering wheel. Looks like a body part right here. Some exhaust system right there. One of the radiator hoses here. Air cleaner top. You know what? That might be the steering column. This guy right there might be the steering column. Because it looks like the turn signal switch. Alright. That's unique. A separate subframe assembly. Wow. Well, that'll be a first for me. Let me see. Pull the chassis out. So this, it's got to plug into here someplace. This is different. I'll tell you that right now. Here's the floor pan. Duh. Some interior parts. And I'll tell you what. When you guys see the Chevelle and the Road Runner interior, they are coming out really nice. And this looks like I could do some detailing here also. Alright, so that looks like it's the rear seat. And then we got more exhaust system here, the differential, drive shaft. And then we got our front seats, wheel backs. It does have tri-power. Yeah, it has tri-power. I don't remember what his car had. I'm going to build it with the tri-power just for the heck of it. Oh wait, here's the heater hoses here. Oh, wow. How cool. Like that. That's cool. That saves a lot of time because on both of my other cars I actually did the heater hoses. And I'll have to see how these look when I'm getting close to putting them in the car. I might change my mind and do it again. Okay, so take a quick look at the instructions. it's a fold out type. But let's see, 16, there's 19, 22 steps. And then they get a decal call outs. The decals got to go. And what about color call outs? Do we have any of that? Yeah, here's the color call out. So they're giving Chrysler engine red, which I have, and then a whole bunch of other stuff that I got. Flat white, gloss black, flat black, steel, gloss white, dark blue, silver, amber, red, and whatever. It doesn't specify, it just says exterior color. So all of these are detail colors, and just name your own outside color. So, with all that being said, like I said, this car needs to catch up to the Road Runner and the Chevelle. So my next couple of videos will be on this car catching up to the other two cars. So with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes, always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Gemini Scale Model Works out for now. Bye.